Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today is Saturday, October 21st, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through the latest information in the last week, plus any upcoming events on the Wax blockchain, just to make sure that you're in the loop. Want to go ahead and kick off this meeting with an apology. I've been kind of out of commission for roughly the last week and a half. You haven't seen much new content other than some pre-recorded videos. I got hit hard by the COVID. It knocked me on my butt. So I was completely out for a week and a half, but I am back, still feeling a little bit rough, but much better than I have been. So I appreciate all the kind words from people. So I'm back. I'm going to start recording videos again. We got a good one here for the Wax Weekly Recap. I'm going to do a number of other recordings today. So you're going to get some new videos coming out next week and throughout this weekend. So wanted to apologize. I hope you all had a better week than I did. So let's go ahead and dive right into it with something I'm extremely honored about. It is the Waxel World PFPs, or the Waxel PFPs. These are new PFPs coming out from the Wax World teams, the Ninjas. I've talked about them a lot on my channel. They have honored me with a collaboration with them and actually putting one of the items in some of the NFTs, one of the traits that you can get from some of the PFPs, is a lion, which is for the Warrior Lion gaming community. So you can see here on the screen, they made the announcement this week. If you get the pet lion, it is for Warrior Lion gaming. So I appreciate it, them collaborating with me. This is awesome. I can't wait for this one to drop. Wanted to go ahead and make an announcement about that to make sure that you're all aware that it's coming. On October 26th, they're going to go ahead and do the drop for this. You can get all the details on waxel.net /waxel -PFP. You can see it all. I'll have a link in the description down below so you can go ahead and check that out. It is 50 wax for each of the PFPs, which is a standard price for PFPs on the Wax blockchain. The thing I really like about these, and I've started seeing this a little bit, when we got some of the other PFPs that were coming out there was no connection to the community. I love the fact that these are going ahead and doing a connection to community. I saw some other PFP also doing a similar thing, really trying to celebrate the Wax community and the people that are helping out the Wax community within the PFP. So it gives a lot more meaning to the PFPs rather than just some generic traits that you can get within. You can actually start collecting towards your favorite projects within the team, which I think is awesome. If you go to this page, they actually have a list of some of the collaborations that they are doing with Taco Cryptia. We got Neon Space, Wax Bowls, a few other ones in here. And these are only the few that they've announced so far. I believe there's 15 collaborations within. So go ahead and check out their Discord. And then also this page, the sale is actually dropping on the 26th of October. The exact time has not been identified yet, but you can see all the details there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited for this one. Again, I'm super proud that they included me on as one of the collaborations for this PFP. All right, jumping to the next one, we have Danu Games, which is another one of my favorites out there, which is Avalon, which you're all pretty much aware of. I want to go ahead and announce this again because I think I announced this 2 weeks ago since I missed the recap last week. If you have any of the alpha access badges, you can go ahead and jump in game now. So you can go ahead and play. If you have any of the old badges, the gold, silver, and so forth, you can play now. If you didn't get any of those, you can go ahead and still try out with some of the new passes that they have available. It's a fun game. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to play in the last week and a half because I've been sick. But they've made a lot of updates and a lot of changes. They're continuing to develop as we're getting closer and closer to beta. I highly encourage anyone interested in this style game, at least take a look at it. And if you want to test it out, you can test it out. But it's something that I've enjoyed, and it's probably, again, my favorite game on Wax or on the Web 3.0 in general, I should say. Last time I mentioned that they got accepted or are now on Epic Games as far as a watch list or a wait list item. Once we get to beta, they'll go ahead and officially activate on Epic Games. But one of the other things that they announced this week is a huge update as far as they are expanding onto another blockchain also, Immutable. So that's another blockchain that they're on. It's a big one, as you're aware of. They are trying to really get connections into all the major gaming blockchains that are out there, which also gives you an idea of, I don't want to speculate here, but at least they're trying to get all these communities together. They're able to bring them all together into one game. You're not seeing that with a ton of games as far as reaching as many high-profile gaming blockchains out there. So it's neat to see that. Wanted to go ahead and announce that here since we are trying to give you guys as many updates on Avalon as possible. So the next one on the list we have is a new game I'm also hooked on right now, is Shadow Depths. I mentioned a week and a half ago that I was going to start doing weekly updates on this. Obviously, because I was sick, I did not, but there is an update coming potentially tomorrow or Monday. I haven't decided yet, but that update will be coming to give you at least how my progress is going. We do have a competition that's going on right now, so if you're in that competition, I have not checked the standings yet. Good luck to everybody that's in the competition. Obviously, I hope I win, but it's a fun event trying to get everybody together and just playing together in that. See who can get the highest on the leaderboard by the end of the season. And then we got NFTopia. I always say it wrong, but I'm trying. NFTopia is coming up here on November 4th and 5th. It is going to be a smaller version, a scaled down version. Apparently they are trying a new format with this one. So they want to go ahead and do it with a limited number of booths this time, just to make sure everything's working correctly. And if everything works well, they'll obviously expand it for the future. So that is kicking off here on November 4th and 5th. Again, as always, it is free to go ahead and sign up. Encourage everybody, if you're available that weekend, to go ahead and check it out. It's always a lot of fun. They have some great projects that do sign up. So go ahead and check that out. Next, we have Wombat Games. This is a little bit one of those, some of the news that I hate to say, but at least they jumped on it quickly. If you're not aware, but the Wombat and the Atomic Hub Discord got, I guess, hacked, or got a little, I would probably say more of a scammed. I don't know if it was necessarily a hack. They got scammed at some point this week. It was only for a very short period of time. Apparently, one of the mods clicked on something he shouldn't have from a DM, and they took over access to his account. I don't know whether it was the bot or something. It was something within both environments, because they had the same mod in both Discords, and it impacted both for a very short time. I don't know if anyone actually got impacted. I hope not. But they were able to reverse it pretty quickly. This is actually the second time that's happened to Wombat. So hopefully they are taking some additional steps to train their mods not to click on some silly links. And I also wanted to mention it. I'm not trying to put them down. It's more of a PSA for everybody. Again, I've said it about 1,000 times. Do not click on links from people you don't know. Make sure, well, I don't even click on links from most people I know. And it's not a bash against them. It's just, you never know what kind of links you're going to get coming through there. So if you get DMs, especially from some people you don't know, and there's links in there, again, do not click on those links. All right, let's move on from there. With some FGL news. If you are a Metaverse FGL landowner, you have a pay coming out to you here shortly. Actually happened yesterday. Again, a reminder, I record these on Fridays. So for me, it's happening in about 6 minutes. For you, it's happened yesterday. So if you own that land, go ahead and check your wallets. You should have some additional FGL in your wallets. And then next on the list from FGL, we also have that Outlaw Trooper season did wrap up this past week. It was a lot of fun. Congratulations to all those that were really high on the leaderboards and are going to get some really cool prizes. I think I was in the top 50, so I'll get some cool stuff coming my way. But it was a lot of fun. They made it a huge change with the Life Force this season. So go down in the comments below. Did you play Outlaw Troopers? What are your thoughts of Life Force being the main commodity to exchange for FGL instead of the coins? I think it went well. I think it went really well. Let me know what you think also. Also from FGL, we have Mecha. They went ahead and kicked off their dice tournament. That kicked off this past week. It's a lot of fun. It's a good way to do a little PvP style dice game. I've done a couple videos on it, how to play. Go ahead and check that out if you like dice games and doing that PvP stuff. It's a simple game, and you get some good rewards from it. And then we have Cosmic Clash, just released their Defeat the Horde. There's a lot of good collaborations in this one. Also, they actually have 4 different projects that they're working with. First is the Blockchain Heroes, which I did a video on that. That's a new game that's it's not connected to Cosmic Clash necessarily, but it's very similar with it. So they've worked together to develop that. We also have Wombat Dungeon Masters, Wax Apes, and then Taco for the last week for the rewards. This was, again, I enjoyed this one. This is in one of those mid-season tournaments that they have out there. So go ahead and check it out. It's going to last almost 4 weeks. And it has kicked off here a couple days ago, at least for the first week. So many of you may want to go ahead and jump in the second week since we're already a couple days into the first week. All right, let's go over to Taco. They have a sale coming up here for Combs. That's the new game that just recently came out. This sale will be on October 27th. Just gives you a chance to get some additional of the key chain fields that you're going to go ahead and need within the game that really help you move forward within the game. So go ahead and check out the link. It's in their Discord. They have a full Medium article on that. Comment down below if you want me to make a full video on this. I'm happy to go ahead and do that as far as their sale that's going to be dropping here shortly. Also, some updates that I want to provide. Oxia Origin. This is actually a game I'm super interested in, and I can't wait till they drop some sort of playable alpha beta that we can go ahead and test out there. They did release on Twitter a full update of what's going on. I'm not going to read all through it for you, but they are trying to do these monthly updates. This is a little late because I think this dropped earlier this month, but it gives you some of the details of what they're working with. This is a big game that's coming out there, so it's going to take some time to develop, similar to Avalon, where it's going to be a big open world where you can go ahead. I think there's PFP. I think not PFP, PvP. And then I think there's also a number of other things that you can do to explore. So it's going to be one of those big games. It's going to take some time to develop. Then they're going to go through phases of it. So I'm excited to see how this kind of rolls out here. Then we got Our Planet. I am also late on this one, but wanted to go ahead and mention it. They do have a new season. Their Invasion 3 did kick off a few weeks ago. I saw that Zoller and a few other people on Twitter are playing this one. I played the first season. It was interesting. Some criticism I have as far as allowing so much of the multi accounting going on, and basically people creating their own huge guilds, clans, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know if that's been corrected. I have not played since season 1. Let me know how the season is going for season 3. Should I play season 4? Should I jump back into it next season and do another series on it? Let me know down in the comments. And then we got Nova Pangea. Just wanted to quick mention this one. This is another one of those PFPs that has a connection to the community. Basically, the crew tunes and the non-fungible lotteries are putting a PFP out there, and they've looped in Nova Pangea as far as a number of the traits that are going to be going on in there, which is I thought is pretty neat. As I mentioned at the beginning of this with the Waxel PFPs, I really like that the PFPs are starting to really reflect the community rather than just putting generic traits out there. I can buy into that. I think that was my biggest concern with PFPs. They were just too generic for me, I guess, and didn't really have any utility. Now that PFPs are starting to really have some PFPs, like the Nova Pangea PFP, has a lot of utility with it. And then like the Waxel and this one from Crew Tunes and Non-Fungible Lottery are connecting with the community and really reflecting the community, I think is great. So it's neat to see that stuff is coming out here within Wax in general. So we'll see if that happens and continues to happen more and more often. And then we're going to go ahead and have our weekly Realm update. This week is a big weekend as far as the double XP event weekend. It's going to go all the way through October 22nd. So if you're playing, you don't want to miss that one. And then we have Forge Arena did go ahead and release their weekly update as far as the progression with the UE5 update. The big news with this one is they did complete all the guns or most of the guns as far as the update goes, and they're moving on to the buy menus, and they're moving on to the next phase of the development, which is neat to see that they're continuing to progress forward. Then we have Zombie Coin. They're doing a big adjustment. They're doing, first of all, a big sale of their ZBC coin. They're going to go ahead and buy 156,000 of that for Wax, which they do on a monthly basis to kind of give back to the community itself. The other thing that I thought was interesting, and this is for me, I tend to have a lot of the fish and fruit dishes, but I don't have the resources to go ahead and spend it. So it's nice that we can go ahead and convert that into basically the food token, which is the ZBF token. And then we have Blockchain Brawlers, which is officially live on the Epic Games Store. They've announced this a while ago that they were on Epic Games. It's officially live now. I believe they have some additional items and updates that are coming up here in the very near future. So you want to keep an eye on this Discord. It's neat. Again, I have to say this, and I think I say it every week that I do this. Just the fact that we're getting more and more games from Wax on Epic Games, I think is huge for the overall community. The more and more projects that can get to that point where they're on Epic Games legitimizes, if that's a real word, I think it is, the Wax community, and really helps bring new players into the community. So any game that's able to get on there, whether you play it or whether you don't play it, it's a big plus for the overall community. So congratulations to them to be officially live on Epic Games. And then we got one here. It's a little bit of an announcement. If you like the fantasy football, you've played NFT Draft, you're a big basketball fan, you might want to keep an eye on their Discord, because they have a basketball version of NFT Draft that is coming out here in the very near future. Their first drop for that is going to be on November 2nd. I'll have more details on it next week. They don't have the landing page done completely yet. So I have more details on that. They are going to go ahead and be launching the game in time for the NBA season to go ahead and kick off there. So if you enjoy the NFL or the fantasy football side of it, you should be excited. They're going to have the basketball side of it also, and that is coming here in the very near future. Again, I'll have more updates on this next week when their landing page is available, so I can go ahead and show you those details. And then we got Colonize Mars, went ahead and did a collaboration. This is also a little bit late. Did a collaboration with Taco with the Queso Conquest blend that happened out there. And then moving on to the last item, this one was kind of a shocker for me. And I don't know if I should be surprised. I was surprised. This past week, they did the Back to the Future drop for the NFTs. It did not sell out, which I'm a little surprised by, because Back to the Future for Funko is usually a very, very popular theme or collectible, or I guess series, whatever you want to call it. But it didn't sell out. So I'm surprised by that. But I also know that the interest in these has kind of been dropping a little bit. I don't know if it's the NFTs. I know the Funko side of it, the interest for that has also been dropping a little bit. But I was really surprised to see this one not sell out. I thought this would be one of the more popular ones. So if you go out there and you do grab them off the secondary market and you're a fan, remember that it's going to be more limited than what they're actually saying there, because they did burn a bunch of the packs. Don't remember exactly how many packs it was, but they didn't sell out, so they burned them afterwards. So that is the news for this week. Again, I want to apologize that I did miss last week. I am feeling better. I appreciate all the support from everyone. More to come with everything. I'm going to have a lot more videos this week. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Let me know that you do like these videos, so I'll go ahead and continue to make them. Also, if I missed any games or any updates, please let me know. I'm happy to go ahead and include them next week. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I'll talk to you later.